General Hospital spoilers. Carly's Germany trip changes everything. Micheal knows the truth, but Willow's left in the dark. In a sweeping, high-stakes story that will redefine loyalty, family, and the hidden cost of secrets, General Hospital sets the stage for a stunning showdown. As Carly Corinthos jets off to Germany, she's chasing more than hope. She's chasing salvation. But in true soap fashion, what she uncovers could shake the Corinthos family to its core. In the quiet corridors of a secret German medical facility, Carly comes face to face with her son, Micheal, but what he reveals forces Carly into the most agonizing choice of her life. And when it comes to Willow, Carly decides the truth must wait. Let's unpack this explosive storyline in vivid, dramatic detail. Carly Corinthos isn't a woman who runs from problems. She meets them head-on. So, when a mysterious package arrives at her doorstep with German postmarks and an encrypted letter, she knows she's being summoned. The contents hint at something critical tied to Jason's past, and more urgently, to someone with information that could change everything for Willow. While Drew suspects Carly's departure has something to do with Nina, Carly brushes him off. She insists it's personal, not business. In truth, she's terrified. Terrified that what waits for her in Germany isn't a miracle, but a reckoning. With a tearful goodbye to Donna and a firm warning to Sonny not to follow her, Carly boards a private flight to Berlin. Her destination? A hidden neurological institute buried in the Black Forest, known for treating high-profile patients and keeping secrets. Carly never expected Micheal to be there. She certainly never expected him to be in charge. The institute's halls are quiet, sterile, and echo with the whispers of recovery and regrets. When Carly is finally ushered into a private suite, she freezes. There he is, Micheal Corinthos, her son, dressed in a discreet suit and clearly no longer just the Yelku golden boy. He's not surprised to see her. "Mom," he says softly, "I knew you'd come eventually." What follows is an emotional reunion layered with tension. Carly, her eyes brimming with confusion and anger, demands answers. "Why are you here? What are you hiding from Willow?" Micheal doesn't flinch. "I'm protecting her." It turns out Micheal has been flying to Germany for months under the guise of international Yelku business. He discovered a possible stem cell treatment that could potentially reverse Willow's recent relapse, a relapse she hasn't told anyone about but Micheal saw coming. But there's a twist. The treatment is being developed in connection with a man Carly never thought she'd see again. Jason Morgan isn't alive, but his legacy is. Carly's hands tremble as Micheal leads her to a restricted research wing. There, under heavy security and behind sealed doors, she's introduced to Dr. Elias Kirsch, a former WSB physician who treated Jason before he went missing in Greece. Dr. Kirsch confesses that Jason's body was never recovered from the Cassadine tunnel collapse. Instead, a DNA fragment found in the rubble is now the cornerstone of a cutting-edge genetic recovery therapy. It's experimental, dangerous, and built on the biological structure of Jason Morgan's cellular map. Carly's head spins. She's furious Micheal never told her. She's devastated Jason might be gone for good, but used in this way. And then comes the bombshell. Dr. Kirsch believes that Jason's DNA is key to replicating a treatment that could regenerate Willow's failing immune system. But it hasn't been approved. The institute needs consent from Jason's family. Carly is the only one with the authority to sign the final waiver. Carly's torn. Micheal begs her to keep everything quiet for now. Willow's health has been fragile, and he fears that hope could hurt more than help. Plus, the treatment is still a prototype. It's a huge risk. If Carly signs off and Willow gets worse, the guilt could be devastating. But Carly sees something else in Michael's eyes: fear. Not just for Willow, but for the family. For the moral line they're about to cross by tampering with Jason's legacy. And so Carly makes her choice. She signs the waiver. She greenlights the first stage of therapy. But she doesn't tell Willow. She doesn't tell Drew. And when she returns to Port Charles 3 days later, she smiles and pretends the trip was about her mother's estate in Tuscany. The secret begins. Back in Port Charles, Willow grows weaker. She blames it on exhaustion from teaching, the kids, and the emotional weight of Nina's continued absence. But she suspects more. She's not just tired, she's fading. One afternoon, she nearly collapses in the Quartermain kitchen, and it's Wiley who calls for help. Micheal rushes in, panicked. It's the moment of truth. The doctors tell them that Willow's bone marrow transplant from Liesel is weakening. A new infection is spreading, and her system isn't responding to medication. She needs a miracle. Willow pleads with Micheal.
Please.
Just tell me if there's something you haven't said. Micheal hesitates, but lies. We're doing everything we can. And Carly? She watches silently. The guilt nearly chokes her. She's made herself a co-conspirator, but she doesn't crack. Drew may be distracted by Yelku's corporate battles, but he's still Carly's partner, and he notices when she starts acting strange. The late-night calls. The burner phone in her purse. The evasive answers about Germany. He brings it up over dinner. Carly dismisses it. But later, when he finds a receipt from a Berlin pharmacy in her coat pocket, the alarms go off. Drew calls Brick. He demands surveillance footage from Carly's trip. Brick reluctantly delivers. When Drew sees Carly walking out of the institute with Micheal by her side, the betrayal cuts deep. She lied to me, Drew mutters. But why? Just as the experimental therapy is set to begin, Dr. Kirsch reveals something even Micheal didn't know. Jason's brain mapping sequence is being stored not just for Willow, but for another patient too. And that patient is in Port Charles. Suddenly, the treatment isn't just about Willow anymore. Carly demands answers, and Dr. Kirsch offers one word. Drew's daughter. The genetic condition affecting Willow? It could also be passed through the same donor line, a silent, recessive anomaly in Jason's DNA that now potentially threatens Scout's future. Everything changes. The secret can't last forever. And when Drew confronts Carly in front of Micheal and Willow, it all comes crashing down. You lied to us, Drew says, broken. You hid everything, Willow whispers. Carly breaks. She sobs. She tries to explain she was protecting them, that the burden was unbearable. But Willow doesn't hear it. You let me think I was dying, Willow says, voice shaking. You let me give up. Micheal tries to step in, but Willow pulls away. How can I ever trust you again? The fallout is immediate. Willow walks out. Micheal stays behind. Drew, furious, tells Carly, I don't even know who you are anymore. Port Charles reels. Willow begins the treatment, reluctantly, unsure if she even wants to live under the weight of so many lies. Carly retreats, shattered by the damage she's done. Sonny steps in, demanding the full truth, and when he learns how Carly protected Jason's memory, his expression softens. He would have wanted her to live, Sonny says, even if it meant breaking a few rules. Meanwhile, Scout is quietly tested. The results? She carries the same dormant mutation. Drew's heart sinks. Carly's actions may have saved both women, but at what cost? Weeks later, the therapy starts to show signs of success. Willow's infection fades. Her immune system rebounds. She still won't speak to Micheal or Carly, but she's alive. And she's stronger. Carly visits her one last time. I know I hurt you, Carly says. But I'd do it again. I'd do anything to save you. Because you're family. Willow stares at her, tears in her eyes. You should have trusted me. Then she closes the door. In a saga filled with secrets, science fiction twists, and emotional upheaval, Carly's journey to Germany leaves no heart untouched. Michael's quiet desperation, Carly's maternal instincts, Willow's quiet strength, they all collide in a drama that defines what General Hospital does best. It makes us feel. Now the question remains, can this broken family ever be whole again?
Stay tuned.